y'all, TT here with day 5 of Energywork for Immunity. Today we're going to do a practice that's really nice and gentle. It gets the full body moving, and it's all about bringing health and vitality to our organs and the sort of seat and lining of all the organs. So this practice is called turning and gazing, and it's really good for, again, moving that energy around and bringing that feeling of health to all our organs. So this movement is actually cultivated specifically for what's called the pericardium. Pericardium in Western medicine is just used to describe the lining or the sac which contains the heart. But in Chinese medicine study, they often use it to describe the lining around all the organs. So there's these tissues that go between organs, go around organs, on the outside, where the organs meet the ribs and the muscles and so on. So this movement is basically about that whole container, the whole container of the organs, the whole torso. And you're going to feel that when we do the movement, probably, that you feel stimulation in all these different parts of your torso and your abdomen. And it's a really good one in that sense for immune health, because it's bringing vitality, stimulation, kind of an awakening action to all of our organs, and particularly the movement and flow of blood around and through the organs. So turning and gazing, a really great practice. We'll start off just by getting into our stance. If you did yesterday's or the previous day's practice with me, we talked about our Zhangzhuan posture. We're not going to really get into that posture exactly, but thinking about shoulder width with your feet and that little sunken knee feeling. So sinking into your knees or opening your knees and letting your lower back be nice and open. So we're not sticking our pelvis back here, but we're tucking it in with the tailbone, opening the sacrum. So this practice, we start with our arms extended to either side. And what we're going to do is we breathe in first, is make a nice big circle or a half circle with our arms, right? One arm goes up, the other one goes down. I compress my palms towards each other. My palms come to rest about one at the lower dantian, just below the belly button, and one at the middle dantian, around your heart. Then I'm going to turn my palms out, and I extend a little bit, but without straightening my elbows. Elbows stay slightly bent. And the hands stay corresponding to these centers. They don't get too close or too far away from each other. I turn to one side, and I turn to the other side. And that's it, nice and simple. So we then turn the palms to face each other again. We're going to make the whole circle now, breathing in and extending, circling all the way around. Continue breathing in, nice deep breath. We breathe out, extend, and circle. The feeling is kind of pressing out through the palms, the thumbs, and the fingertips without pressing through the whole arm like that. So you're pressing in this area, opening up these channels in the hand, in the finger, particularly this pericardium meridian right through here. But we're not hyperextending the arms, because that's actually going to lock up that meridian channel. So we keep it open. Again, the palms turn to face each other. We breathe in, compress, breathe out, turn to one side and the other. Palms turn inward, breathing in and circling. Breathing out, turn to one side and the other. Breathe in, circling. Breathe out, one side and the other. It doesn't matter which side you turn to first, which hand is on top, either direction. I just try to be mindful of alternating. So if I turn to the right on one side, that means the next side I'm going to turn to my left first. Again, it doesn't really matter, just be mindful of maybe trying to alternate that rhythm. Again, keeping the hands corresponding to the centers. So once you're here, they just turn out and press out. They're not going to change their position in that vertical axis. You might feel, if you have any particular issues with this rotational stretch, that you don't want to go as far as I'm going. Just go as far as feels like it's a stretch without being too much of a strain. And then you can nicely and continuously breathe out through the movement. Again, open palms, open fingers, thumbs pressing. So you just feel for your body what degree you want to go in that rotation. The thing about this position is that it opens up space in the back of the body and it stretches through the front and sides. So you're going to feel probably some stimulation of stretching in all those different places, maybe in the abdomen and the chest, maybe in the ribs, side, front, and back, maybe the lower back, maybe the middle back, maybe the shoulders and shoulder blades. Let's do once more on each side. And then to finish, just come back to this position. So you'll come out of your movement like you're going to circle, and you just come back to here and release. And again, as always, take those couple of moments to just check in with what you feel. Noticing where there's kind of flare-ups of sensation, places which feel really soft and relaxed, that's great. Places which feel contracted or tense still, just be aware of that, just along with tension coming up. Sometimes tension will be an indicator that that channel needs to open up more and more. So it's not necessarily saying something's wrong with the movement, I'm doing it wrong, something's wrong with my body, or this movement doesn't work for my body. The tension can actually be an indicator of you might need a little bit more of this. And especially for these Qigong-based movements, which are usually very gentle, if we feel little spots of tension, they don't necessarily indicate something wrong. They just might be a way of communicating about an energy blockage or a place where you want to open up more energy flow. And that can also mean maybe try the movement a couple more times and do it in a way that's even gentler and see what else you feel.